Hi there everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Prestige Liquids. My name is Andrew, and as always it is fantastic to have you here with me again on another whiskey review video. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for joining me along my journey. It is always an absolute pleasure having you here with me, and if you're new to the channel, then please make sure you hit the bell notification and the subscription button right now so that you can stay up to date with all future content. What are you waiting for? Hit the button, do it right now. You gotta subscribe, you gotta stay up to date, because I am up to day 6 of reviewing the Australian Whisky Advent calendar. So far there have been some absolutely fantastic whiskies in here. I've had one dud so far, unfortunately. Me and Helios Road don't get along very well, and that was day 5. But hey, what can you do? You're not going to enjoy everything, and I don't know what's in this set, so we're about to find out what's here for day 6. So buckle in, get a drink ready, and let's get started. So let's pop this open. Let's see. Some of them have been very easy, others just don't want to come out at all. So alright, it looks like we've hit the section where we have been having to hit all the, I guess, the big Aussie distilleries. So day 4, Bakery Hill, day 5, Helios Road, and now day 6, Starward. This is the Solera cask. Now, for those of you who have been following me for some time, you would all know that I am a big Starward fan. I have reviewed many of their products, for which I will link my extensive Starward playlist in the description down below. I have also created a playlist for this Advent calendar series as well, so again, I'll put the link in the description. And as the other trends have been going for this series so far, since I don't have all the information on hand about cask type, aging, and all that kind of thing, all that type of information will be provided in the description box down below. That's right, you guessed it, that's the only place I can put this extra information. So let's get started. I shall pour a little bit of this. Actually, I'm quite happy to have this one in here, because I have not had, say, any of the Starward core range for quite some time now. I've been focusing more on their special release, like project releases and things like that. So this gives me the opportunity to revisit an old classic. So let's get that back on, that there, and let's get started with the reviews. So I should also mention, bottled at 43% ABV. Okay, so on the nose, typical Starward. This is one of those things where, like Jack Daniels, Starward has a very similar characteristic, and that is banana. One of the typical Starward flavor profile notes is always it's always banana. I have gotten banana notes on just about every Starward whiskey I have tried so far. So, banana, vanilla, caramel. You're definitely picking up some nice red wine cask influence there as well. So think berries, strawberries, raspberries, blackberries. I'm also getting quite a bit of oak, a little bit of black pepper, touch of mango. Now I have to say, that's probably one thing that's quite interesting. I think probably going back a year or so, when I would have first reviewed this, these are some notes that I would generally not have picked up on before. Obviously now I have tried many more whiskies. My palate has definitely developed a lot more compared to what it was when I first started getting into doing whiskey reviews. And now, in the more, say, recent months that I've actually started getting into trying more red wines as well, I have also been able to pick out more of those like fruitier wine notes that you will generally get from a wine cask whiskey. So it's interesting to come back to this now after some time and being able to pick out things that I would not have been able to find before. I'm getting some citrus notes, a little bit of lemon, also apple, bit of a green apple note. What else? The malt is definitely there. You will pick up the malt, but that is kind of a bit hidden by the other flavor profiles coming out. Bit of dark chocolate, leather. All right, I'll leave it at that. Let's get on to the palate and let's see what we get. So, cheers. One thing I've always loved about Starward whiskies is that, especially with the core range, even though bottled at a lower, let's say, ABV range, they're always at about, say, 41, 43%. They punch above their weight. This has the feel of something more along the lines of a 46, 48% mouth, and they have always had a brilliant, thick, syrupy mouth feel to them as well. Typical notes that you can expect from this, again, banana, and lots of berries. So imagine your strawberries, apples, blackberries, blueberries, all of those types of foresty berries that you would generally be able to pick up from a really nice full-bodied wine is what you would get in here. I'm also getting a little bit of barrel char influence, leather, dark chocolate. It is just a classic Starward flavor profile. I think for those of you who are very familiar with Starward products, this is, like I said, it is typical Starward. This is what you expect from a brilliant Starward whiskey. Of course, that is if you enjoy Starward whiskies. I know I do, so this is the profile from them that I've really grown to love. The finish, again, much of the same, very light, very easy finish as well. It's a little bit spicy as well, so I'm getting a bit more of those like white pepper notes, more honey and vanilla as well on the finish. I wasn't getting that so much on the palate and the nose, but it's there in the finish. So again, it's nice to see some extra flavor developing along the way, that you're not getting always just the same thing over and over and over again. Again, I don't really have much more else to say about this. Again, this is a whiskey that I have reviewed before, so if you are interested in checking out more of my Starward reviews, then please hit the link in the description box. There's well over 10 expressions for you to try from them, so I'm trying to think. I've probably even hit about the 12 or 13 about 12 or 13 expressions or so that I've tried from Starward so far. There's quite a bit there, so definitely check out those other videos. Let me know what you think, and make sure that you subscribe. Again, you're helping my channel grow. You're helping spread more awareness about these brilliant Aussie whiskies, and you will be one of the first to be notified when the next video for this Advent calendar series comes out. So that's it. Thank you for joining me on day 6, and I shall see you all again tomorrow for day 7. KIPPIS.